Hello, welcome to this episode of Hypnotist Exposition. Joining us tonight again is Priya. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Tanha. Tanha, yes, or Priya and Tanha. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So, this is your third time or fourth time on my show?
I think it's my third time, yes.
Third time on my show, and obviously this is her first time.
Yep, it's Tanha's debut, you can say.
That's great. So you have been here with us since the last time you were here was 09, 08 or something?
Yes, it was 2008, around finals time.
Yeah, and then the first time you came on our show was 06, was it
2007.
Oh yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was in May, so
That's
May
great.
2007, May 2008.
That's great. So what have you been up to? Well, obviously you have this little miracle here.
Yeah, I had my baby in October of 2012.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thanks. She was actually born on 10/11/12. That's how we say it.
Oh wow.
October 11th. She's really excited, as you can tell.
Oh wow, that's great.
And, well, I also graduated from Harvard
Oh wow.
3 years ago.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
And what was your degree on?
I did my master's in general management.
Okay, wow, that's great. That's great. So what else have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Well, after graduation, I got a job with the Environmental Defense Fund. I was
Okay.
working there as a marketing consultant for 2 years. Yes, I was. And I also was doing freelance modeling on the side and singing.
Okay. Oh wow, that's great.
I've done a lot of singing after she was born, actually,
Okay.
because I left my job. And just a moment. I think she's a little overstimulated. Anyway.
That's great. That's her debut appearance on live television. Yeah, that's great. So what was your job for Environmental Fund?
Yes, Environmental Defense Fund is a non-profit organization. So we promote a lot of environmental issues like protection of polar bears, green energy, green
But it has
jobs.
nothing to do with defense.
But defending the environment, you can say. And Clean Air Act, that's another issue we feel very strongly for.
That's great.
So I did a lot of their campaigns, and I was mentoring interns,
Oh wow.
making them, solicit funds for the organization, being nonprofit. And I did that for about 2 years after graduating.
Oh wow. That's great.
Thanks.
And how's your family life going? So you got married.
Yes, I got married in 2009.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Yeah. And how's marriage life so far?
It's nice.
Oh yeah.
It's, a whole new experience now with Tanha.
Oh wow, that's great.
But other than that, it's great.
What is that like, having a baby in your life?
Well, I was really nervous at first because I didn't know how good of a mom I'd be. I mean, being a first time, apprehensive a little bit.
Yeah.
So I went to a lot of classes. I went to childbirth class. I went to
Do you have a natural childbirth?
Yeah, it was normal.
Okay.
And what else? I went to moms groups. When she was born, I guess it seemed very trivial.
Okay.
You learn so much, when the baby is born.
Yeah, you learn by practice.
Yeah, you're learning on the job.
The preparation is good.
Yeah, it was good.
What did they teach you in one of those mom classes?
Well, they talk about breastfeeding,
Okay.
how to soothe a crying baby,
Okay.
what to expect during labor, things like that.
Okay.
Just women-oriented things.
That's good. So you find it helpful, right? At least you got a preview of what's to
Yes.
come. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So she's a good child. She for the whole time she was in the studio, she hasn't cried anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so far she's good, touch wood.
She has a lot of energy. Yeah.
She's almost 7 months.
Oh wow.
So now she started to crawl, and you can see she was bouncing up and down.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, she's very athletic. Yeah, she was climbing up and down on couches.
Yeah.
In our reception area. Yeah. So what would you like to work on tonight?
Well, so now that I've left my job with the Environmental Defense Fund,
Okay.
I'm trying to focus on my main passion, which is music,
Okay.
and also a bit of modeling.
Okay.
So some of my goals are to be represented by an agency.
Okay.
That way I can release an album, work with some better companies, and hopefully do more tours. I have done a few tours, like I did a music performance in Canada.
Oh, wow. Which part of Canada?
I went to Toronto and Montreal.
Oh, wow.
That was in 2011.
What month did you go?
I went in July and
okay.
August.
You missed the Canadian experience.
Oh, well, what's that?
Well, freezing.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, New England is freezing also.
Well, yeah, it's freezing in a different manner. Yeah, so how do you like Toronto and Montreal in the summer?
Oh, I enjoyed it,
Did you get
actually.
to see Cirque du Soleil in Montreal?
No, I didn't see that. Well, I saw the CN Tower, so that was
yeah?
nice.
That's nice. Did you get a chance to go up there?
I did once.
Oh,
I went
wow,
once
that's
with my
great.
family in '94.
Nice. Oh, no, that's nice.
So that
Back
was
at
the
time,
time.
it was still the tallest building in the world. Yeah. Now they don't have the bragging rights anymore. Yeah.
Yep.
So what? So you would like to get back to singing, right?
Yes, I'd like to focus more on that.
Okay.
Do a few more tours.
Okay.
Now that my daughter's growing, so
Okay.
why not?
And how would you see hypnosis help you?
I think it'll help me focus on my goal.
Okay.
It will help me calm down and, take things more positively, not get bogged down by the little bit hurdles that may come.
Okay. And what would success mean to you?
Well, success, basically, I'm not bothered about success. I'm more into doing something excellent, because once you're excellent at something, then success just follows.
Okay. That's fair. So how would you envision excellence?
Excellence, just singing in a good pitch, being appreciated for my work, being invited to perform at different venues, places I've never been to.
Okay.
And I'd love if an agency approaches me and tells me that, Priya, we love your work, we want to represent you. That would be great, like a dream come true.
Well, you're representing yourself pretty well,
Thanks.
So, what kind of obstacle do you face?
Well, just sometimes with everyday things, this music becomes like an afterthought, because while music is a beautiful thing, it's not exactly practical. There's so many things I need to think about before I can, sit down for my riyaz. Riyaz meaning practice. Because sometimes the baby starts crying, I have to attend to her. Then I get calls. And I'm still working from home, actually, so sometimes they'll just say that, hey, we need you to research so-and-so issue, go on the internet and start researching, send emails to so-and-so. Right. So those are a few of the issues that come in the way of my practice. So if I don't practice, then how would I sing as well as I could?
Okay.
And eating right, that's another thing, because along with having a good voice, I need to, have a good physique. And after Tanha was born.
What do you think is the most mentally challenging part?
Just
well, I can't really help you manage the logistics part of it. But we can definitely work on like the mental aspect of you achieving excellence.
Basically, I think that I would need to overcome these hurdles, overcome the distractions, and sort of make time, because we still have 24 hours, and if it's important to me, then I'll find a way. Otherwise, it'll just be an excuse.
So you want more time to... What would you use the time for? First of all, how much time do you think would work to help? I guess like for practice, is that what you need the time for?
Yeah, if I practice at least 1 hour a day, that should do it. And maybe if I groom my voice a little bit by taking professional lessons. I've been, thinking about it, but I haven't been able to hop to it because just things happen. Work-related things come in the way. I keep wanting to make that phone call, but it doesn't happen.
Okay.
Maybe just a little more discipline.
If you can do... Okay, if I can wave a magic wand right now.
Yeah.
And help you accomplish, to overcome something or help you mentally prepare for something, how would you describe? Let's say everything works out the way you want from this session. How would you see yourself different tomorrow morning?
If everything works out, then I'll see myself more on top of things. I'll see that, I do have time. I can do this. I won't let any mundane things get in my way.
Okay, but be more precise though.
I think after the session, maybe I'll be more confident.
Okay.
So if something
think-
should happen, then I'll be able to face it positively, bravely.
Do you think that is? Do you find yourself not being confident?
Well, I guess I'm confident, but not overconfident. Maybe I do have confidence, but you cannot have. Maybe I need a little bit more, I think.
Maybe you are not confident in seeing yourself being successful. That is why you come up with all these distractions. Like all are legitimate, right? But like
Yeah.
you make them to be bigger than they are, so that you don't have to face, because you're not confident enough to face being success.
Maybe it's a risk that I need to take, perhaps.
Okay. How would you describe that risk?
Well,
It's an
maybe.
interesting word,
Okay.
Just break it down, win, loss, what are you afraid to lose? What do you have to gain?
Well, I have nothing to lose actually, because life is short, and I think it would be worth a try. Maybe somehow if I can just discipline myself and, put some time aside for the things I really need to do to achieve this, that would be great. I won't find an excuse.
Okay.
So.
But I was just interested because you used the word taking a risk, right?
Well, it is a risk. Music is kind of an unpromising field. You can't really bank on it. That's a risk. That's what I meant.
Okay, so are you thinking that the potential? Well, when you're not confident,
I left my
in something,
job
so
for
something
that.
is like holding you back, right? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, just all of these tasks that need to be accomplished, and then I never get around to the real thing. That's what I'm saying. That's something I'd like to work on.
So what was the downside that you couldn't face, or you tried to avoid?
The downside?
Yeah, you said, when there's a risk, there's a downside, right? If I risk $1 in a roulette table, I'll risk. That's the downside. I may lose
Yes,
$1,
yes.
right? So what was the risk that?
Well, the risk will just be that maybe I'll be able to accomplish what I want to. Maybe I will release an album. Maybe it won't happen. That's the downside. Maybe this won't happen.
But it is already not happening so far.
Yeah,
So
but
you're actually not risking something that is not yet there, It's like I'm not risking anything in a casino if I'm not actually betting,
Okay. Well, I've already left my job, which was a secure paying job.
Okay.
And now I'm doing something that's a little bit uncertain.
Okay. So you find that uncertainty is kind of like a baggage, or it just
Somewhat.
weights on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And do you find that it's more distracting than mentally than the 15 other legitimate things that you have to, well, it sounded like you can manage your life pretty good. It sounded like if you really want to, you can make the time to practice. You have a great husband, and he can take care of a lot of things for you as well.
Yeah, when he's not working. Yeah.
Right. So it sounded more like there is kind of this blockage. We try to articulate this over the last 10 minutes. So you use the word like confidence, you use the word like risk, you use the ideas that it may not turn out hitting the benchmark of success that you're looking for, right? So once you have confronted all these issues, you can kind of take a deep breath and try to release that, right? So that you're not as cluttered as before, right? So I guess this is what the hypnosis would do, is just to clear up all the clutter, clear up all the uncertainty, and just focus on. Now, I'm not a singer, but I'm sure there are rituals or there are practice routine that you do, right? And once you hit those things you want to do, I'm sure you have managed your career pretty well, right? Like you've written down, what you need to do the next day, the agency that you need to call, and the people you need to meet. And I'm guessing that you may not have been working those contacts. Is that what you want to do more of that, right? But it seems like all those mental cluttering, not the baby is important, but it becomes an excuse, right? It becomes the clutter that clouded your clarity. So I guess the hypnosis would just clear up all those mental clutters and just help you focus on being the best you can be. And whatever happens will happen, right?
Yes.
It's not for us to, just if you're good at what you do, fate will find a way to be who you want to be, right? All right. So what we're about to do is hypnosis. I want you to just sit back and have your feet flat on the floor.
Okay.
I want you to just focus on the tip of my finger here. I want you to focus on this new you. Have a picture of this new you right on the forehead right here. That's right. See yourself walking differently. See yourself as this new you. You may even dress differently. You may hold up your shoulder differently. You can even breathe differently. Just imagine yourself totally focused on what you want to do. Imagine yourself performing at the venue that you want to perform. Imagine the way your audience reacts to your excellent performance. And imagine tomorrow and the day after, you're just so focused on what you have to do that your whole mind is clear of all the clutters, and that everything you do will just come naturally to you. Just imagine this new you and see all the past. While it is important to you, it is no longer a part of you. Just imagine all the distraction, all your past just clearing away. Be grateful for the way you are and the way you were. But just let it go. Just let it dissipate in the atmosphere. And just feel how light you are. Take a deep breath in. Just close your eyes. That's right. Now once again, picture this new you. With your eyes closed, picture this new you who walks differently, who breathes differently. And picture yourself performing in the venue that you wish to perform. In front of the people, in front of an audience that is cheering for you, who are rooting for you. You find an amazement of your ability as a result of all the hard work you have invested in your career, in yourself, and in all the loving connections you have with all the people around you. That's right. And as you immerse yourself in this new you, you can just feel all the distraction fading away. That's right. While you can manage your life in precise management detail, you find all the mental clutter clearing away. You approach each task with a laser-like focus, laser-like concentration. And you find yourself reconnecting with the way you dream your career to be. You find yourself reconnecting with all the people who have encouraged you in the past. You find yourself reconnecting with all that you have always aspired to be. You find yourself dreaming the same dreams that you once dreamed when you were just starting your career. You find yourself envisioning the same vision that even when you were younger, you always knew that you wanted to perform. You find yourself reconnecting with all those visions of success, of excellence, of honor. All those times you've worked in the studio, in your practice, you must have visions of great performances. Now feel your body resonating with all those emotions, all those positive energy just flows through you, on and on and on. And now just feel all the negative emotions just leave your body right now. There could be in the past somebody have said something that upsets you, or in the past that you have been holding on to a negative comment, or something that you may not even remember that have hurt you in the past. It's okay. You can just let it go. Be thankful for all that have helped you to achieve who you are today. But whatever that has been bothering you in the past, you can just let go. That's right. It's okay. Just let those emotions surface and then release it to the atmosphere. And as you do, you feel all the knots in your mind and your body untie. And in return, you feel like a wave of white energy just flows through you once again. An energy of joy, energy of confidence, an energy of excellence just flowing onto you forever and ever and ever. I'm going to count 1 to 10. When I reach number 10, you can come back to this room feeling great, feeling amazing, feel like you've just left the last 12 hours, totally refreshed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a deep breath in. Whenever you're ready, and feels great, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
This is Hypnotist Bernie. Join us next week, CCTV Channel 9, Cambridge.